Good day to all. Myself Srija Bopin, lecturer, Department of Microbiology, HVSP Institute of Postgraduate Studies and Research, Kadi. My paper's title is Microbial Physiology and Cell Biology, and my topic is nucleus. In this topic, we are discussing about the definition, introduction, structure of cell nucleus, nuclear membrane, chromosomes, nucleolus, nuclear pore, and function of cell nucleus. In this picture you can see that there is a cell nucleus. So here the cell nucleus is also contained with a nuclear envelope, chromatin, nucleolus and nuclear pore, and it is also incorporated with or attached with endoplasmic reticulum and ribosomes. Let us see the one by one. First one, it is nucleus. The nucleus is the control center of the cell, and it is the largest organelle in the cell, and it contains the DNA of the cell. So the DNA of all cells is made up of chromosomes. We all know that nucleus is actually the center of the cell, or all the cell function is actually controlled by nucleus. So if the cell is actually the fundamental unit of the organ or the organism, so whenever if you're talking about the cell, the nucleus is actually very important or play an important role in the cell. And when we are talking about the nucleus, here inside the nucleus is another organelle. It is also called nucleolus, and the nucleolus is responsible for making ribosomes. Ribosomes is actually presenting or synthesizing a genetic material, that is DNA. So deoxyribonucleic acid, and the genetic material, it is actually helpful for to transfer the genetic information from one generation to the another generation. That means during the time of cell division, the cell's character or its function, that everything have to be transferred from that some parent cell to the daughter cells, that is through the ribosomes. So here the circles on the surface of the nucleus, there are the nuclear pores are there, and there are these are the where the ribosomes and other materials move in and out of the cell. So inside the cell there are another other than the nucleus, there are different other organelles also there. So each and every organelles also need a support from the cells or from the nucleus. Why? Because nucleus is actually the center of the all or center area of their all the system or the mechanisms have to be controlled. So here when you are going to see there the nucleus function and their movement or the incorporation or the coordination of the other organ is also very important. So nuclear pores are helpful for the movement of the material from in and out of the cell. And let us see the structure of the cell nucleus. The cell nucleus is consist of a nuclear membrane. It is also called as nuclear envelope. Other than that, nucleoplasm, nucleolus and chromosomes also there in the nucleus. And nucleoplasm, it is also known as karyoplasms, and it is the matrix present inside the nucleus. So we are talking about the structure of the nucleus. Here the nucleus is also consist of nuclear membrane, and other than that nucleoplasm, nucleolus and chromosomes. These are the main component which will be present in the nucleus. And you can see here the nuclear membrane, that is actually the main function of the nuclear membrane is it is helpful for to separate the content of the nucleus from the rest of the cell. So inside the cell we can see that the other ribosomes are there, chromosomes are there, or we can see the Golgi bodies. So these all the cells components are there. From these all cell components, the cell membrane, it is actually have to be give the protection of this nucleus from other rest of these cells. Then what is a nuclear membrane? It is actually a double layered structure, and that encloses the content of the nucleus, and the outer layer of the membrane is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. So here the fluid space is also there in between the two layers, because the nuclear membrane is actually having a double layer. In between this layer, what happened there, the fluids are filled there. It is actually helpful for to perinuclear space. It is also called as a perinuclear space, and it will also helpful for to protect the nucleus and protect the nucleus from the other components, or whatever the other disturbance which will be coming, or which will be ongoing, or it will be happening to the cells. That protection is also needed. So the cell membrane is also giving the protection to the nucleus from other cells or other components. The nucleus communicate with the remaining of the cell or the cytoplasm through a several openings that are called as a nuclear pores. Such nuclear pores are the site of exchange a large molecules, that is proteins and the RNA, that between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So here nuclear pores is also you can see in the area of, or in the component of nuclear membrane. And in this figure you can see there the two cells are there. First one, the left side is animal cell, and the right side it is plant cell. At a glance we cannot even see much differences, but there are a lot of differences are there in the animal cell and the plant cell. Not only the animal and plant cell, here we can see here a bacterial cell also. So there, these three types of cells we are actually focusing. Why? Because that what are the differences between the nucleus which will be present in the cell. So the next component which will be there is that are chromosomes. Chromosomes are present in the form of strings of the DNA and histones. That is, histones nothing, it is a protein molecules. That is also called as a chromatin. So this chromatin is further classified into heterochromatin and euchromatin, that is based on the function. So here chromosomes are present, it will be in the form of DNA and the histones. Histones, that it is actually the protein molecules. During the function, which function is carried on in the chromosomes or the histones, what function which will be depends on that the function, they will be again classified into a heterochromatin and the euchromatin. The former layer is actually highly condensed and transcriptionally inactivate form. So the mostly present in adjacent to the nuclear membrane. So chromosomes, we already told that chromosomes actually it is actually responsible for the synthesis of the ribosomes. Ribosomes matlab they will be incorporated, or they have, their function is actually for to synthesize the genetic material. So genetic material, what the genetic material is actually involved in a major role of transferring the genetic information from one generation to the another generation. So depending on the function of this genetic transfer or the genetic material, so there the chromosomes are very important. That means inside the nucleus, chromosomes are play a very important role for the transcription functions. So the former type is highly condensed and transcriptionally inactivate form. Mostly it will be present adjacent to the nuclear membrane. And you can see here in the picture there the cell that will be actually enlarged, that means we are focusing only in the nucleus, and after the inside the nucleus we can see the chromosomes, and when it is enlarged in that size, that will be in the form of strings, and you can enlarge the form, you can see the double stranded DNA. Okay, so that is there the chromosomes. And next component, that is actually nucleolus. Nucleolus, that is actually in plural when we are called as a nucleoli. It is a dense and the spherical shaped structure, and it is present inside the nucleus. So we already discussed about what is a nucleus. Okay, what is the nucleus, and we are discuss about the nucleus and the nucleus structure of the nucleus, and we have to just see that what are the other components which will be present inside the nucleus. First we have to see that how the nuclear membrane is there. Another one, we have to see that how the chromosomes are there, or chromosomes are how it will be, and another one, another component which will be present in the nucleus, that is nucleolus. Nucleolus is also play indirect role to protect protein synthesis by producing ribosomes. So during the time of ribosome synthesis, there the nucleus is also will be play an important role indirectly. So some of the eukaryotic organisms have a nucleus that is also contains up to 4 nucleoli. So eukaryotic organism, obviously we know that their structure, their function is also will be more important or more in huge function, or the important major functions are having comparatively in the prokaryotic. So obviously because of their function, they having also having a different types, or the structure or the number will be also will be varying from prokaryote. The number is varying of the nucleoli in the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. So when we are talking about the nucleoli, here where the major role of the nucleus is also play indirectly in the protein synthesis of by producing ribosomes. And nucleolus, it is actually a granular component or pre-ribosomes assembly, and the fibular center will be center is also there, and dense fibular component is also there in the nucleolus. So you can see that from the cell we can differentiate that the nucleus is also there. From inside the nucleus we are just enlarged that the nucleolus. And these ribosomes are cell organelles and made up of RNA and proteins. They are transported into the cytoplasm, which are then attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes are the protein producing organelles of the cell, and the nucleolus disappears when a cell undergoes a division, and it is also reformed after the completion of cell division. So we told that during the time of genetic material synthesis or the ribosome synthesis, the cell organelles are made up of RNA and the proteins. RNA, nothing, it is a ribonucleic acid. So here they transported into the cytoplasm. We already informed that, or we already discussed that the nuclear pores are there. So this nuclear pore ka main function, what is the main function of nuclear pores? It is actually helpful for the movement of the ribosomes. Yeah, whatever the things which will be synthesizing inside the nucleus, that must have to be move inside and the move from in and out. So during the movement, that is actually occurs in the through the nuclear pores. So when the nuclear pores are present there, and that will helpful for the transportation of these proteins and the RNA that is synthesized inside the nucleus only. So if it is synthesized there and it is not even relocated in the cytoplasm, then its function cannot be carried out. So after the synthesis, what happened? It have to be it will be come out from the nucleus, and it will be present, or it will be located in the cytoplasm. So where it is attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. So the ribosomes are the protein producing organelles of the cell, and the nucleolus disappears. And during the time of cell division, after once the cell is going to be mature, after the maturation, what will happen? The cells is going to be divided. So that means from the parent cell, the daughter cell synthesis will be taking place. So while the daughter cell synthesis, or while the daughter cells is producing, that time it obviously have to be transfer the genetic information from the parent cell to the daughter cells. During that time, what happened? The ribosome synthesis also taking place, and that will helpful for the cell division. So during that time, the cells division time, during the time of cell division, what happened? Yeah, the nucleolus are disappeared, and after the completion of cell division, it will be reappear. So that is actually very important of the important stage which will be, or the very important process that will be going on during the time of cell division. So if the cell, we all know that our body, or all the organisms or the living cells is made up of the cell. Cell is the fundamental unit of the all living cells. Although whenever if the living organisms need the cell, so that cell is actually going to be different, developing and maturing, and it is also undergoes a cell division. So each and every cells is actually having a different function. It depends on where it is located, and during that time, what happened? During the cell division time, the genetic material will be transferring from the parent cells to the daughter cells. That is also will be transferring the function of the cell. So which, for example, if the cells is present in the liver, and the liver cells, when it is going to be multiply, or it will be going to mature, and during the time of multiplication, whatever the cells the function, that is also will be transferring as such to the daughter cells. So here, that is, they need the synthesis of the ribosomes. Okay, so that will be happening in the nucleolus. Okay, so when you are going to talk about the nuclear pores, here the nuclear pore is actually a protein linked channel in the nuclear envelope, and that regulates the transportation of the molecules between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So the nuclear pore is actually will be helpful for the transportation. We already talk about that, where the protein synthesis will be taking place, or the ribosomes process of synthesis will be taking place. And what happen, once if it is synthesized, it have to be transported. It will be transportation of the molecules between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. So that will be only carried out with the help of nuclear pore. In eukaryotic cell, the nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm and surrounded by a nuclear envelope. It will be happening, it will be there in only in the eukaryotic cells. And you can see there the picture of the nuclear pore complex. So here cytoplasmic side will be there, and nuclear envelope is there, and nuclear side is also there. There the round outer ring will be also attached with the nuclear envelope. So this is actually the structure, or we can see the diagrammatic representation of the nuclear pore. And function of cell nucleus. So that is very important, because we already know that it is actually the central area of controlling all the cell function. It is actually controlled by this nucleus. So its function is also that much important as such. When you are speaking about the function of the cell nucleus, it controls the hereditary characteristics of an organism. Why? Because it's synthesizing the ribosome. That means ribosomes is also synthesizing, that means there is the DNA and the RNA. They are the genetic information. They are carrying the genetic information. So here, during the function of the cell nucleus, it is very important function that it controls the hereditary characteristics of an organism. How it's happening? During the time of cell division. During the time of cell division, the cells, when it's going to be multiply, that time the same character and the same function and the genetic material is transferring. Through that, the things will be happening, the same function is actually carried forward to the next generation. Here this organelle is also responsible for the protein synthesis, and that is also important for the cell division, growth and the differentiation. That is also will be taking place through the nucleus, because during the time of cell division, first the nucleus will be have to be divided, or we can tell that the division will be start from the ribosomes division. Okay, first the genetic material is going to be divided, and it will be going to produce for preparing for the cell division. Here it is the list of important function that is also will be carried out by a cell nucleus, that are storage of hereditary material, the genes in the form of long and thin DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid strands, and it is referred to as a chromatid. That is the main and important function of the cell or the nucleus, that is storage of hereditary material. Second one is storage of proteins, that are proteins included RNA, that is ribonucleic acid in the nucleus. So that is also the main function of the nucleus. And the third function, it is actually, we can tell that it is a site of transcription, where the messenger RNA, that is mRNA, are produced from the protein synthesis. Because from the protein synthesis, mRNA is producing, and from the mRNA, the RNA is producing. From RNA, it's again converted into the DNA. This is the way the production of the synthesis will be taking place. So the exchange of the hereditary molecules from DNA and the RNA between the nucleus and the rest of the cell, it is actually the main function of the nucleus. So here what will happen? Exchanging the hereditary material. So that's why we very first point itself we told that is the most and the important function of the nucleus. What it is actually transferring or exchanging the hereditary molecules. So it may do RNA or DNA, depends on that what happened. The genetic material is transferring from one generation to the another generation. During the cell division, chromatins are arranged into the chromosomes in the nucleus. We told that during the time of cell division, the nucleolus is also disappearing. After the maturation or the development stage, during the time of cell division, is going to be it's a development stage, or once if it is maturing stage or completion of the maturing stage, what happened, the nucleus will be reappear. So here that time what will happen, the chromatin is also arranged into the chromosomes in the nucleus, okay, during the time of cell division. And after that, the producing a ribosomes, that means protein factories in the nucleus. Why it have to be producing ribosomes? Because they need to become a genetic material transferring. So that means from one generation to the another generation, the genetic information will be carried forwarding. So there, that will be only happening with the help production of these ribosomes. That will also taking place in the nucleus. So that is the another important function of the nucleus. And it is also will be a selective transportation of regulatory factors and the energy molecules through the nuclear pores. Here another function is like that, it is a transportation function of the nuclear pores, because transportation is also needed. Once the production or the synthesis will be taking place and you have to locate it in another place. For example, when we are going to talk about the synthesis of the ribosome, it actually taking place in the nucleus, inside the nucleus, but it's have to be relocated in the cytoplasm. So the transportation is very important in the time of the cell division, or in the all the processing, like a development stage, maturation state of the cell, that they are everywhere you can see there the time or the cooperation of the other organelles or the other components of the cell is important. So here that through the transportation or through the proper regulation of the factors or the energy molecules, that will be helpful only through the presence of the nuclear pores. So this is actually about the functions. So we are discussing about the what is the nucleus and why the nucleus is have to be more important, or what is the importance of the nucleus in the cell, and we talk about the structure of the nucleus, and other than that we are talking about what are the other components which will be present in the nucleus. For example, nucleolus, chromatin or the chromosomes, or another one we have talked about the cell membrane and the and the cell membrane pores. So this all are we have discussed here. Hope you understand it, and fine. Thank you.